Hey guys, I'm here to talk about the Tech Advisor assignment. You're being introduced to it in week 6, obviously, as you can see here. It must be done in a small group. There will be no credit for doing this alone. So basically, you will have already completed, I'm going to assume you've already read the modules on hardware as well as software in the Technology for Success assignments. And what you're going to do is you're going to open this particular document, this Tech Advisor document, and complete it. So you'll read this document. I'll open it here in a second. You'll read this document and you'll work through it. It's an editable document, not edible like you're going to eat it, but editable where you can actually edit the document physically, save it, and then upload it into this particular assignment. So you're going to read the attached document. Some criteria that you need to know is that you're going to be a tech advisor, a guru, if you will, for another student making a recommendation of a computer for them to purchase because they're thinking about taking this class next semester and they want to be successful. So in your write-up, couple of things. The student only has $1,000 max that they can use. In your review, I need for you to provide specific detailed information about why the team chose this particular processor, this particular storage device, and how much RAM they selected for this project. The other thing I need to have included is a hyperlink, okay? When you figure out wherever you put your discussion points on these areas, I need a hyperlink to each component. So for example, let's say you did a 5th generation Intel processor. Then I need you to provide a link on the i5 and whatever number follows that to the Intel website so that when I open this document, I can click on it and go straight to that processor. Need to do the same for the storage device, internal storage device, as well as the random access memory. Only one student per group should upload this document for the group. Okay, it's only one submission. Please only have one person do it, otherwise you're going to confuse me. Make sure that you double check that all students' names are at the top of the document, not only their first name, but include their last name, because sometimes I have students by the same first name. And I need for you to run the spell checker. Anything you turn in at this point in the semester should be run through the spell checker so that you look good, right? This assignment is worth 100 points that will be added to the end of module or the concept exam for module 5 in software and applications, but you will only get the points if you successfully complete this particular exam. So if you do this exercise, but you don't complete the concept exam for Module 5 in the Technology for Success book or area, then you won't get the points for this project. Please understand that. And this is due the Sunday before we leave for spring break. Okay, so this will give you a couple of weeks to work on it. This assignment will close on the 14th at 11:59 p.m. So let's take a look at the document. Okay, so here at the top you can see is where you're going to enter the students' names. Okay, and then basically what you're going to do, this just kind of spells out what you're doing. You are to be a technical advisor to a student who's going to enroll in either this class or the alternate class. I have COSC 1301 or BCIS 1305. Basically, you're in the same type of class. One does more concepts versus practical applications, but the computer requirements should technically be the same. So with your technical expertise as a team, I need for you to go shopping, basically. I need you to look around some different computers, look at the different specs, see what's really important. Okay, some of the things to consider is the system software. What applications might you need? Can you use Linux? If you're familiar with Linux, would that work for this class? Do you have to use Windows? What are our options? What if they need a Mac because they're an art student? How are you going to work that out? You need to look at the applications, talk about the applications, how they're going to gain access to that. Hardware requirements. This is where I'm going to ask you to talk about the processor, talk about the internal storage device, talk about the RAM, the area where we work, and it has to be under $1,000. I mean, if you hit 1,000, great, but the student only has $1,000 to spend. And then you need to analyze your choice for validity. Okay, so what I would do, these are the things that you need to include in your report, these bulleted points right here. What I would do if it were me is the first thing you need to do is list the student's computer requirements. Who is your student? Just pick a fictitious student, create one, base it on maybe one of you, base it on where you want to be. I don't know, anything. But you need to describe to me who is your student. Are they upgrading a system that they already have? Are they an art student? Are they going into computer science? Are they going to med school? What is their dream? What is it they're going to eventually do? Because you want to take that into consideration when you think about the system that you would recommend for this person to buy. And what I would do is I would just go in here. I need to enable editing first. I would go in here, I would press enter, and then I would probably tab. I would go up here and change the font color to something just a little bit different. Okay, this is our student. And just enter what kind of information you want to include there. Next, I need to know the name of the business where you recommend the student purchase the computer, okay, along with the website. So all you're going to do is right-click, copy and paste the hyperlink or the URL, Uniform Resource Locator Address, right into this document. And then I need to know the manufacturer, the make and the model of this computer. Tell me what it's all about. I need a picture of the computer system. Again, it's a right-click, simple copy and paste to the picture. The total cost of the computer to include taxes and shipping. Taxes in this part of the state of Texas are 8.25%. And then list specifications or features given about the computer, and in your own words, explain why this would be useful. Okay, why are you choosing this system over maybe a different system? And this would be the area where I would probably suspect it would make sense for you to put in the hyperlinks to the processor, the hyperlink to the internal storage, the hyperlink to the RAM. Talk about why you selected those. Why does that work? Because you're going to find out that there are processors that are designed for laptops and there are processors designed for desktops. Okay. Um, There are processors designed for different environments. There are two major manufacturers of processors, Intel and AMD. So tell me what you know. Teach me a little bit so I understand why I'm buying this particular computer. And then the last requirement is at least 2 paragraphs explaining why you selected this computer. Evaluate your reasoning. Tell me why I want to spend this kind of money on this computer. And then at the bottom, I just have some links. You do not have to use these. These are just suggested links that you can go and check out. You might find someplace better. It doesn't matter. Not required to use these, but just the same. Then I want you to save the document as Tech Advisor. And then one student from the group needs to upload this for the group. Okay, so if you have any questions, please let me know. Send me an email, and good luck. Thanks, guys.